Scott, what's good at ArmstrongandGettyRadio.com for people who want to kill a little time in the cubicle today?
Check out the, you haven't seen the photo of the matador being gored by the bull from over the weekend?
Not for small children.
I'm very happy about this. I hate matadors. I think they are among the weakest individuals on the planet.
It's an art form, Jack. Apparently you don't appreciate the beauty of torturing a large mammal.
Talk about cultural differences. They're hailed as macho heroes in countries that still have bullfighting. Really? You stick a bunch of spears into an animal to where it's so weak and in pain it can hardly walk around, then you stab it to death and you're a tough guy? I think you're a pussy.
You prance about in gay pants and torture a mammal to death.
So this guy got gored and the horn goes right up through his mouth.
Right.
It's awesome.
Through his throat.
Did you see the video?
No.
Yeah. But see,
I don't want to.
I'm rooting for the bull. I want it to be gory. I want this guy to be in pain, so other matadors quit the business.
What I would suggest to you is you take a look at the photograph at ArmstrongandGettyRadio.com. And if that either amuses you or you think, that's pretty nasty, but go ahead and watch the video. But if you start to get a little lightheaded, a little woozy, a little maybe mini throw up, then don't go to the video. By the by,
what else at ArmstrongandGettyRadio.com?
Check out Jimmy Kimmel's lost version of Unnecessary Censorship.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That looks enjoyable. Is the audio any good?
We can play it for you guys coming up in a little while.
All right, yeah, we'll see if it'll work on the radio. But speaking of politics, just for a minute, this immediately, not only was stuck in my craw, it got jammed way up in there to where I'm going to need to see a craw specialist to have it removed. So I'm listening to the unforgivable.
He's going to need an implement to get up in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to need some local anesthesia. So I'm listening to the unforgivable, poor, developmentally disabled special ed on KGO radio this morning. And he's talking to far-left political commentator Steve Roberts, who talks to you in professorial tones and the somewhat cynical voice of a guy who's been in the news for a long time. And old Steve Roberts is pointing out the hypocrisy of conservatives and the hypocrisy of the Tea Party types and Bobby Jindal in Louisiana. Because he said these people are always saying down with the federal government and lower spending, and we're against Obama, down with the federal government. But then the oil spill comes and they say, where's the federal government? Get the federal government involved. They ought to be doing their jobs. The hypocrisy is unbelievable. He says from his smug Georgetown office to poor Ed, who's just not bright enough to even understand what he's saying, much less challenge it. Here's what was missing, Steve and special ed. The point of conservatism is if the government doesn't try to do everything for everyone all the time, they'll have plenty of time, money, and energy to accomplish their core purposes, their core missions. If you don't have them feeding literally 70% of the kids in America for some reason, and all these unbelievably widespread social programs and a totally unnecessary, here's one for you, Rand, Department of Education in D.C., then yes, you will have time, energy, and budget to, for instance, battle gigantic multi-state unnatural disasters. There's no hypocrisy, you stupid moron. It's like if a town started employing the police to cut everybody's lawn, and then you're held up by an armed robber, and you say, well, I'm against the cops doing everything. I want them to help me with crime. You're such a hypocrite. Such hypocrisy. You people are either so deluded by your beliefs or so moronic you can't see the fault in your logic. You suck. Boo!
Making it you either believe the federal government should exist or it shouldn't argument.
Yeah,
as
they
if it's
either
one
ought
or the
to
other.
be doing everything.
Or not exist.
On every level, or you can't ask for them to do anything. That argument is childlike, and if it was my child, I'd spank it.
That's how you make kids learn.
That's the only way to make them learn. God. A-holes. Ow, my craw. Oh, my craw.
Your craw.
I think it's infected.
It is red and inflamed.
Oh, no. Take a look at this. Does this look right?
You're listening to the Armstrong and Getty Show.